So I'm walking through this forest here, taking in the ambiance, thinking about life, and it's hit me that it's been 2,000 days in this world, and I haven't started any major terraforming project. And with it being the holiday season, why not kick it off by building a massive snowy mountain? So let's head back to the base and we'll go from there. So I'm thinking to kick off the festivities of this episode, we should do some decorating around the town. Also, we need to think of some names for the city and the French city because I honestly have no clue what to name them. But if you look in this shulker, we have some decorations that I want to add, a bunch of different stuff, and I think we're going to start off by building snow around the entire place and maybe just a melted snowman. I don't really know too much to add, but I definitely want to do a light design. I'm going to do this entire place, gonna cut to a cinematic, but should come out pretty nice, looking all wintry and festive. I think we're just about finished with the decorating, and I think it came out amazing. I made these presents with the coral fans and the banners and the clay. I made these lights, which took forever, but they looked pretty good even though they don't light up the best. I connect them to all the poles just to give it a festive theme. We zoom in here, we could see a melted snowman up there. He is. There's the melted snowman. I only added another one of him. However, next on our festive plan for today is tree chopping because there's a bunch of massive trees that we got to clear out before we can start this mountain. So I've chopped a decent amount of trees down, and you can see we really cleared out a lot of land, especially over here too, because I'm going to build this mountain up basically around this entire area. I might have to break these trees up here maybe, but I really want to not have to and just build it up higher than that, which is a little hard to do. If we come over here, we can see more of the land I've cleared. I'm going to add like a terraformed nature-y section at the bottom with a bunch of different details I could think of based in nature, and I'm just going to build this mountain up as high as I can to tower over these trees. Right now though, we need to go get the materials for this mountain, and thankfully it's not too many different blocks. I'm gonna need to mine more, but I do still have a lot, so let's head to the sewer. So the block palette I'm going for is gonna be a mix of just stones, natural blocks that you'd see on a hill or mountain, just things around the world. I'm gonna build the snow out of a mix of diorite, snow, and maybe some concrete and concrete powder, I'm thinking. For now though, we need to start building the exoskeleton of this mountain, which is gonna be massive, so let's go do that. This is what it's all come down to right here. This is honestly the whole point of this entire mountain was for this view. Let's give it a look. You ready for this? Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. Look at that view when you turn around this corner. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I'm so glad I finally finished this mountain. I was honestly scared this project was going to take a lot longer, but it turned out to really not be that bad compared to some of the other projects. Like, it took me longer to build the train station than it did to build this thing. Like, once I got the exoskeleton done, it was just filling it in. The only problem with that is it's such a boring task of just repetition, building and texturing it in. But I honestly think it came out pretty well. I tried to texture it as much as possible. I had the dirt lead up from the original moss because I already had that terraformed area down there at first, and I needed it somewhat blend into the dirt because it kind of looked weird from just stones and the mossy cobbles going up to the dirt. And then I textured it with stones, deep slates, leading up to like a more gray kind of look with deep slates, tough, things like that. And then as I went up more, I did a layer of black stone with, oh, I forget the name of that other nether block. You can see it. Oh, what's the name of that block? Wow, I'm totally blanking on the name of that block, but I added those. It's from the nether. Wasn't too hard. It's right next to my nether portal, one that's actually inside of the nether. And I added the cobwebs at the top to kind of look like snow because I wanted the snow to be trickling down as it went up. And I think I got that shape pretty well. I added a plane too. The plane was more just to kind of show like scale of the whole thing. And I think it works. I could have made it higher and made it over there. I added like a tail coming out, some birds too. I might add some more birds because they're pretty hard to see. Ooh, look at this view. Look at this view. I definitely think I'm going to make more mountains. Like, I want to turn this into an entire mountain range one day where there's like another peak here and another peak on that side just to create like this giant scale terraform build. But for right now, this project took so long and I've been really wanting to make this video for a while, so I have been gathering the materials and putting some aside for weeks for this build. But even then, man, it was so many different blocks. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for so long. But I'm honestly glad with how it came out. I don't think I'll be adding those other mountains anytime soon, but eventually one day I want to create like a few more mountains, then make like a ski resort or something. I think that'd be pretty nice. Also, I saw that Mounts of Mayhem was out. I have not played it yet, so if you've played it, you gotta let me know how it is because those spears look pretty dang cool, especially those new mobs. I will update to Mounts of Mayhem once all the mods update that I use. So yeah, we're finally complete with this mountain. I'm thankful that it came out the way I wanted to, especially this view. Let's hit the view one more time, and then I want to build like a base camp at the side of the mountain. I'm thinking, look at this view. What a view. All right, let's go do this base camp. I'll be back. So I finished the base camp. Let me swim over and show you right now. I changed the flooring because the deep slate did not match at all, and I wasn't really liking it. But this is the base camp. We got the prayer flags. We got these tents. Yes, they're called prayer flags. I did do my research. I don't have the symbols that they're supposed to have because I didn't feel like making symbol banners. I just kind of stuck with the colored ones. That would have taken a while. It's a little small. I'll extend it eventually, but for right now, I just wanted to make a little section, kind of like the stuff you'd see around Everest. I think it looks pretty nice. Now that I've built something back here, I should detail the back of those buildings, but I'm pretty lazy and who knows if I'll ever get that done. I know this section looks a little out of place because we're in a spruce biome, not a peaks biome, but I really wanted to make this for some reason, so I figured why not. You know, we built this whole mountain, added a base camp to it and everything, but it's still missing one final thing, I think. We gotta summit this thing. I went and made this flag, added a little globe on it to represent my entire nation. I got my gear all set, so I think it's time we head up this mountain and go for a hike. Wait, is that encore right here? Someone saying encore? I think I heard encore. There we go. We've made it to the peak of this mountain, and look at this crazy view, bro. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's so far down. I did not realize how high I built this. We've planted our mark, though, almost at the top. I didn't want to put it all the way at the top because I didn't know if it would be visible from down below, like the iron bars. I didn't really want to see the iron bars from that far away. But man, look at this view. Oh my goodness. Just don't question this, all right? We're not going to talk about this. One day I will. When I include the entire mountain range, I will fill this in, but for now we're only doing this, and man, this thing is looking amazing. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the recent uploads. It really means a lot. Lets me know that I'm slowly but surely figuring out how to actually put videos together, because before I started posting, I've never even done anything related to videos, you know, surface level stuff, nothing like putting a whole entire video together. So thank you so much for the support. It helps me to keep going, and all your guys' comments are especially helpful to me, giving me all the suggestions. I really appreciate it. I will follow up on many of those. I know a lot of you mentioned I should use better signage, but I was looking at it and I put it in. Sadly, it just drops my FPS so bad, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep looking for solutions. But once again, thank you guys so much for all the suggestions and all the support. And I know I mentioned this video was going to be doing the interior of the Nether Hub, but those plans kind of slipped. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, as I said earlier in the video, so I just kind of wanted to get it done. For next video, a few people were recommending me make a restaurant, and I thought that was a perfect idea for the Parisian city, so I think that's what we're gonna do for next video. Make a French style restaurant. Definitely a busy time of the year with finals and things like that in the holidays, so this might be the last upload for a few weeks. We'll see. I am going home next week. I don't know how I'll be able to get an upload while I'm home, but I can try. Thank you so much though. Hope all of you have a great holiday season. Hope you all pass your finals if you're in college. If not, then I hope you have a good break. If you're working or something, then have a good going into work. So thank you so much. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, evening, night, and yeah, bye.